Okay, this is just a quick video on these relays that are in the TDS3054s. They're not in the Bravos, they're only in the 54s. And I just thought I would show you. Here's what they look like when you remove them. And I told you to be careful with them with the soldering iron because you can hit them. And I actually hit this one on the practice board I was working on, one of the junk boards. And what happened is well, I leaned the soldering iron over between the two, and I melted it, and it actually put a hole in it. So I figured since it had a hole in it, I would just go ahead and open it up. Hey guys, when you start working on these relays, I want you to take note of something. These attenuators are built differently depending on the scope that you have, so they're going to have different relays on them. For instance, if you look at the 3054, right here, you'll notice two blue relays on the left and a cream colored one in the middle. And if you look at the 3054 Bravo, you'll notice there's three white relays there. And so when you're doing this, pay attention to the part numbers on the relays because they're all different and they all have different pinouts. For instance, here, look at this, the TDS3054 on the left here, that's those two relays I was previously showing you. And then the TDS3054 Bravo, it just has one relay for all three positions. So whether you're working on a TDS 3000 series or a TDS 600, 700, whatever series you're working on, anytime you work on those, make sure that you actually check the relay part number before you just assume how it works. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to how this particular relay works. And this is what they look like on the inside. It's actually a single center, but it has actually two coils on it, on one center in the middle. This is it, and it goes from here to here, and then from here to here, and these are independent of each other. But underneath there's these little arms that run under the coil on each side, and the relays are hooked to each other. So if you want to activate it, you have to put polarity on one way or the other, and then they'll activate. And they just, let me see if I can't push it over here. There we go. So you can see they actually activate like that. These are the center contacts, and these are the individual outputs. So, or I should say, this is your common, and this is your whatever you want to activate. And you reverse polarity by actually reversing polarity on the coil inputs. And interestingly, because this is in the center and it has two coils on it, and because each side is connected to each other, it doesn't matter if you activate it from this side or from these two over here. Either one, it'll activate both relays, or both, throws in the middle of this relay. So let me back this off for a second here, and I'll show you the schematic for it. Here's the schematic for it, and here's those center coils. It is actually two coils, but it runs in the middle, as you can see in here. Here it is. So if you want 2 and 3 to be active, you have to have positive here and a minus over here. The same thing goes for the other side. If you want it to be 8 and 9, and you have positive here and negative here. And to activate it, which activates both sides, because you can see I put mechanical lines here, you just reverse the polarity and both sides of the relay will activate. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. The relay is set up more like a transformer, but with polarity in mind. So I just thought it was kind of interesting. Y'all have a good one, and I hope this helps out on those relays. And alright guys, like I said, just be careful with the soldering iron on the plastic sides of those things. And I hope this helps you guys learn something about the TDS relays, whether it be in the TDS 3000 series, 600, 7 series, or whatever scope it's in. They do use them a lot. So be careful with them, learn them, check your part numbers and the data sheet on them. Thank you guys for watching, and God bless you. Keith Nunn out. Bye.